Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video. It's your boy Big Gucci Chinos, and yeah, we will be doing a wish list of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So yeah, make sure you go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share, click the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. I upload every 2-3 days of anime content. And yeah, definitely share this video so this video can get into the YouTube algorithm, and comment down below what do you want in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. What do you honestly want? Just tell me down in the comments below. Anyway, let's get straight right into the whole entire commentary. Alright, the first thing that I want in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is a brand new story mode. Now, what I mean is I want them to deliver and just redo the whole entire story from the Saiyan saga all the way to the very last saga that they could probably do, which I think is the Tournament of Power. Now, the only reason why I say that they will do Tournament of Power is because if you go back into the trailer, you can easily see that they have a bunch of people who could be from the Tournament of Power. They have Jiren in the game, for Christ's sake. Basically, they have like Android 17 in his super outfit. So, and they have Android 18. So they could potentially do a Tournament of Power arc in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. They could easily do that joint, which is really good in my opinion. If they do it, it'll be really interesting how they'll do it, because if this game, they say it will be one of the biggest rosters ever, I'm thinking that they will bring in old characters and new characters. So basically they're just adding everything from Dragon Ball, I believe Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super. It'll be one of the biggest rosters ever, so it'll definitely make sense to make them have one of the biggest story modes in Dragon Ball history. So the arcs that I really want to see them deliver is every single arc from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super. It'll make perfect sense for them to do that. And I want everybody to notice, I want them to have something different for each particular last boss. Like I want them to do boss fights. Like I want to see a Goku versus Vegeta boss fight from the Saiyan saga. I want to see a Frieza versus Goku Super Saiyan in the Namek saga. I want to see that for every particular arc. They can easily deliver one of the best boss fights, like on some Naruto Storm stuff. They could. That's if they can do it right. But let's move on. Let's continue with the video. The second thing that I want in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is beam struggle options. Now, this is very short. It's very simple. They can bring in beam struggles, but have us have the option to change these particular things. When you know, back in the days, we used to have the analog stick. We used to rotate the analog stick really fast, and that's how we usually break our damn controllers. But give us the option to put that option back on, along with button mashing, such as like pressing all the buttons on the controller, like the Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller and all that. It will make perfect sense for all those people to, instead of breaking our analog sticks, just make us mash buttons, or just give us an option to do one or the other. You know, if you want to go retro, we can do the analog sticks, or wherever that we do the mash button thing, we can change it to the mash button thing. It'll make sense if they have it. It'll make perfect sense because a lot of people would easily enjoy it even more, in my opinion. I know I will enjoy it even more, you know? So that's just my opinion. But let's move on, because I want to talk about a lot of stuff in this video, and I'm trying to cover it in a short span of time so you guys can understand it. The third thing that I want in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is customization. Now, the only reason why I said this about customization is because I want to see them expand on outfits. Of course, we can have damaged outfits. Of course, we can have outfits such as Vegeta in his like bad man outfit. Like we can have that, you know, Vegeta in the pink shirt and the jeans and all that. I want to see stuff like that. I want to have options to do that. But the right way to do it is to grind the game online, and we'll get to online way later on. I want us to grind to unlock certain things, or use in-game currency to buy it. Not with real dollars. I'm talking about in-game currency to actually buy it. It will make perfect sense. You know, they did that with Naruto Storm Connections recently, so I feel like they can really do the same thing. You know, it'll be really dope in my opinion to really do that. You know, I personally feel like they could do that. It'll be really dope and really interesting to get certain outfits. You know, the outfits I personally want to see is GT Vegeta outfit. You know, I want to put that on Vegeta. If they have a different version of Vegeta, if they have Vegeta like a normal Vegeta, and you can only turn Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2, and you can get certain like ultimates and all that. That's another thing too. I want to customize my ultimates as well. Like my finishing moves is like I want to call it for now. You know, the finishing moves is more important. You know, if I want to use Vegeta and I want to be in base form, I want to use the final shine attack whenever I, you know, want to use the move in full power. Let's say if I go in full power and I want to use final flash instead of final shine attack, or change to big bang attack, you know, I want to do stuff like that. You know, the other games like Rage and Blast, they had the ability to do that, but in this case we didn't. So, you know, comment down below, do you want that and stuff like that? So yeah, let's move on. The soundtrack, the soundtrack, I want them to bring all the older soundtracks back into this brand new Dragon Ball game. I believe a game I used to play, King of Fighters, I think King of Fighters 15, they did the same thing, and they brought back all the retro songs from all the older King of Fighters games, so it makes perfect sense for Dragon Ball to do that. I really feel like they could, unless they can't get the rights to certain songs and all that, which is understandable. And I want them to, again, I want us to grind to unlock it or buy it with in-game currency. It'll make perfect sense. It'll be worth the grind. You know, you're not just grinding for nothing. You're grinding on the game for something that you absolutely want. You know, that's something I really feel like a lot of games lack nowadays. A lot of games really lack a grind system. Like, you can grind for certain outfits and certain things, but nowadays it's like microtransactions and all that. So why don't we just grind on the game and play the game consistently instead of using real life money and all that other stuff? Grind the game and use in-game currency. It makes perfect sense to do that, to buy the soundtracks. Let's move on to the fifth thing that I want in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is multiplayer. Now, multiplayer, I do want it to be balanced. Okay, multiplayer, if you're going to add all these characters in the game, I want you guys to at least balance the game with every single character. If you're going to make this the biggest roster of all time in any Dragon Ball game, if you're going to add Dragon Ball characters, Dragon Ball Z characters, GT characters, and Super characters, you're going to have to balance all these characters out. The good, the bad, the ugly, all that. You're going to have to nerf some of these characters. You're going to have to balance some of these characters. And most importantly, I want multiplayer / online to have tournament modes. Player match. I want that. I want to have player match so we can invite multiple people and all that. Invite your friends to lobbies, invite your friends to tournaments and all that. Stuff like that needs to be in the game. Stuff like that I want to be in the game and all that. You know, I want them to add crossplay. Crossplay needs to be a thing in every single game moving forward. I understand there's motherfuckers out there that don't really have the PS5 or the Xbox Series S or a PC or can't afford none of those things. It's going to get down to a point where we all going to have to be like, damn, like, I don't want to waste my money on a console that I'm not going to use. You know what I'm saying? I have an Xbox Series S and I don't use that because I play on PC. And it's hard for people like myself that is on PC that just want to play with our friends. And most of my friends are either on the PlayStation or on the Xbox. So add crossplay and give us the option for crossplay to turn off certain things. Like, for example, I'm a PC player. So if I want to say I only want to play with PC players, I can turn off crossplay and only want to play with PC players. If I'm on console, make sure that you give us an option to play and turn off PC crossplay. Allow things like such as like, if I only want to play with PlayStation players and I'm an Xbox player, have crossplay on and turn off PC. Have us like have the option to turn off the PC players and all that. You know, turn off the option to play with PC players and only want to play with Xbox players and PlayStation players. Let's move on to the very last thing, and this is the most greatest thing that I feel like that they need to really improve on, and then they need to really make good, because I feel like the Tenkaichi games definitely improved on this in Tenkaichi 2 and 3. Offline modes. Offline modes such as tournaments, practice mode, tutorials, option. There's many things that Tenkaichi 2 and 3, they had so much options and so much offline play. I want the offline modes to be something good so we can easily play, and such as local play as well, you know. Local play we do need as well, so that's another thing as well. I feel like a lot of people or a lot of games nowadays don't really have that, and it's kind of disappointing in my opinion. But tell me in the comments below, what modes, what things do you want in this particular game? Comment down below. On the screen, you're gonna see 2 of my recent videos that I did on my channel, and definitely go ahead and check out the last video that I did on my channel. Go ahead, comment down below what your thoughts about this. What is your wish list down below? Comment down below and all that. So make sure you go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share, click notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. I upload every 2-3 days of anime content. And yeah, I see you guys in the next video, man.